The root of his name means warlike, and whenever one of the other gods were in war mode, the name given would be for the males Areios, and for the female version of the word Areia. So for example, Athena Areia would indicate Athena in war mode. In the Iliad, which is an ancient epic poem by Homer, and one of the absolute oldest works of literature still around, the word Eris is frequently used throughout, meaning battle. According to Wikipedia, the name is connected to the ancient words for bane, ruin, curse, and imprecation. He was one of the 12 Olympians and the son of Zeus, Gaius, and Hera, Clara. He had quite a few siblings. Amongst them are the famous sisters Athena, who's yet to be released in the game, Aphrodite, who's Alexa, Artemis, Mona, Helen of Troy, who's Helena. His famous brothers include Apollo, who's Lucas, Dionysus, who's Stuart, and Hermes, who's Arcana. He had many kids, and amongst them, Eros, who's Q. But when I say many, I mean many, and here's a list, courtesy of Wikipedia. He was a god of war and courage, and as such was seen as the embodiment of anything needed in war. So brutality, bloodlust, and physical strength was closely associated with him. Same goes for any object or space connected to him. Areas that would be associated with him would be savage and dangerous, places you'd need his courage to enter. He was associated with the planet Mars, which at this point should come as no surprise, is a planet associated with aggression and survival, and is named after the Roman god of war. Ares' symbol is a spear, which is also present in the planet symbol. He's also connected to the shield, helmet, and probably most obviously, the sword. Being one of the 12 Olympians, he lived in Mount Olympus. Apart from his home there, he would also dwell in his temples on the mainland of his native country, as well as on Crete and in the temples dedicated to him in Asia Minor. During the Renaissance, Ares and Mars melted together, and from that point on, Mars' characteristics were mainly the ones to color the gods. Ares' cruel, bloodthirsty, and not too palatable traits were overshadowed by Mars' much more classically desired ones. He was the embodiment of male physique. He was valiant and victorious in war, and had all the heroic, manly fighter traits that people worshipped. The myths surrounding Ares were Romanized and depicted Mars, but in these versions he was cast in a much better light. So in a sense, Ares was reborn during the Renaissance as well. As you may know, the word means rebirth. He sort of emerged Roman, more civilized and refined, to the point where nowadays the two gods are so enmeshed that they're virtually indistinguishable. Today, most of the statues in these gods' honor that survive the times are depictions of Mars, and not of Ares. The one that I showed you in the beginning is one of those rare ones that, although a Roman copy, show Ares. I think it's safe to say that there probably also wouldn't have been too many originally of Ares, given what I said earlier about his associations. His presence wouldn't have inspired much confidence, and there were so many other gods his people would favor more, like his sister Athena, that also was a warrior goddess, but unlike Ares, was thought to be a great strategizer. Athena would bring victory through planning. Ares was more of a last hope brute force attempt at winning.